I'm Oliwale Omojofodun. Welcome to this my live session where I interview startup entrepreneurs starting from the management level. And in this program this morning, I'll be bringing someone on board. She's an entrepreneur manager. So just give me a moment to invite. Now, please. Um, Thank you so much for holding up. Okay, I'm just awaiting how to join the session right there. This is going to be a very cool interview with Miss Damilola. While I'm awaiting her, I want to tell you again that this program is about interviewing an entrepreneur and then to know about their entrepreneurship journey and then to also be carried along in what to know because these are individuals that are already in the field. So we want to know some of the lessons that they've learned, and then we also want to know how they are developing their business in the Africa landscape, and especially how they are growing in this country, Nigeria. Okay. While we are still waiting, I've sent the invite. I'm very sorry for this brief delay. I've sent the invite, and I believe that she's going to join very soon. Okay. Sending it again so that I will bring her here on board. Very sorry. Hello. 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 Are you there, Miss Damilola? Hello. Hello. Okay. Hello, Miss Damilola. Invite. I'm very sorry for this breakthrough. Okay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Oluwale. Good morning.
Um, I'm very sorry for that little interruption. I'm just having network network issue, and my Instagram is just doing anyhow.
It's one of those
Anyway,
days.
it's so nice. All right, it's so nice to have you live here on the show. You see that it's just as if we are doing video call.
Yes,
Right?
exactly.
Please, can you kindly?
I can see that Jude has joined. Ajayi Jehovah has joined.
Okay. Yeah. Can you kindly introduce yourself to us so that we can get to know you and your company?
Okay, my name is Dayola Damilola. I'm the operation manager for Clean Adaza Cuisine, KHC. Yes, and KHC is a food brand, a private-owned food brand where we make affordable foods available to our locality and the community at large.
Okay, thank you so much for that brief introduction. So this KHC is it in where is the office based? Do you serve the whole of Nigeria or just a specific location?
Okay, so we are situated in the big heart of Lagos, in Ikorodu, precisely. Yes, for now, because
Okay.
one of our vision is to, be at every state, and then to spread our tentacles such that we can make affordable food available to all. But for now, we are situated in Ikorodu, Lagos State.
Okay. So okay, why you're staying in Lagos? Do you serve around Lagos? Because can I order your food right there? I'm in Ikeja right now. Can I order your food from Ikorodu and it will get to where I am right now?
Definitely, we make delivery options available to our customers. So even if you are out of Ikorodu, all you just have to do is to pay for the delivery fee, and then we'll get the food to you.
Okay, thank you so much for that little introduction.
You're welcome.
So another thing is that this your startup, your business that you've been operating in the country. So how have you been able to use that business to tackle some real life challenge in the country? Like talking about some food challenge. So how is your business solving some real life problems for people in Nigeria?
Okay, so to answer that, I'd say that one of the issues that when we were trying to start the business, one of the things we noticed based on experience and our interactions with, other food brands, is that we discovered that to eat food should not be a problem. I mean, food is life. When you eat food, you are healthy and all. So making food expensive and so hard for average people to afford, it's a lot. And so we decided that starting KHC, we want to make our food affordable such that even the middleman can afford what we sell. So we started doing our price comparison with other food brands and discovered that, oh, okay, we can actually make food affordable and still be making profit at the same time. Do you understand? It depends on how we can tender our operations, how we can negotiate market prices of raw materials. Do you understand? So how we've been able to
Yes.
do that is to make sure that even the middleman, the less privileged, can afford products of KHC, such that KHC is not just for one person, it's for all.
Oh, that is very good. That is very good. I believe that you're also considering the nourishing aspect of the
Yes,
food, so
yes,
that it won't just be as if we are just
yes,
just
yes,
eat for eating
yes,
sake, but to eat
yes,
to
yes.
be nourished, to be energized. Okay,
Exactly.
so
So
this is very good.
yeah, we are not focused on quantity alone. Quality and quantity can be achieved, and that is what we churn out in KHC. So as much as we are trying to make food affordable, we are not bringing down the quality of what we offer to the community.
Okay, that is very good. Now, still talking about solving a particular problem in the society, we have a lot of entrepreneurs that are Me Too entrepreneurs. You know, what I mean by Me Too entrepreneurs are entrepreneurs that they just see that maybe they just assume that they know someone, let's say the person is selling pure water or the person is selling food, and they assume that this person is looking good, and then maybe they don't have something else to do and they just assume, okay, let me also go into that industry, right? So now in this Nigeria, we have a lot of Me Too entrepreneurs, people that just decide to be entrepreneur because they know someone offering a particular product or service. So what are you going to say to fellow startup entrepreneurs about making their solutions, their business relevant in solving a particular problem? Because a lot of entrepreneurs don't really know about the problem solving approach of entrepreneurship. So
So what?
what will you tell him
Yeah.
to? Okay.
Okay. So one time, I think I was listening to a broadcast of a big renowned entrepreneur, and the person mentioned that the first thing as a business owner that you should consider before you start any business is to understand the problem you are solving. Once you can
Okay.
identify that you are solving a problem, your business is already on the edge of thriving. Do you understand? So, as an entrepreneur, you should not just do it because everybody is doing it. You should tend to look at the problem your business is solving. So, for KHC, we discovered in the locality where we are situated for now that whoever knows the network of Ikorodu will know that the place is a very large place. All right. So, we have diverse places, and you can spend a whole lot on transportation to get there. So we discovered that getting food available to people that are in far places has really become a problem. And I mean quality food, not just, anyhow food, roadside food that are not hygienic. So we decided that, oh, this is a problem for them. Some of them will say they have to go all the way to, places that can cost them so much, even that the food they are buying is not up to the price of transportation. Do you understand? So we're like, okay, so
Yes.
how do we bridge the gap between availability and them also providing quality? So we decided that, oh, if I'm in a far place, no issue. We started creating a platform whereby you can make requests for your food, and then we get it delivered to you at discounted prices. Though you'll be paying, yeah, but you are paying at a discounted price. So if instead of spending so much on getting your food to you, say maybe going to the place, all these big restaurants whereby you know that where they are situated is in the heart of the city, and before you can even get there, you're already stressed, you're tired, right? We can bring your food to your doorstep. So we started doing the act of placing orders, and then we started using delivery people in our locality where we have specialized bike men that help to deliver food to our customers, well packaged, covered, sealed, such that there is no contamination, and then you still enjoy your food. You are not stressed. You are paying for the stress, understand, and then you are enjoying quality food at the same time at affordable prices. So that was a big problem.
Okay.
And when we started solving that problem of saying, oh, don't worry, KNT will bring your food to your doorstep. You don't have to stress yourself. All you have to do is just to make an order. Then we started seeing that we are already are bridging the gap between availability and quality, because what we do in KHC is to provide quality food, delicious food at affordable prices. So yes, we started solving the problem of distance of so there's no barrier for you as a customer in enjoying our product.
Okay. This is very, very good. So what you are telling us as an individual and also as an entrepreneur is before we go into any business, we should try to understand the problem that particular business is going to solve so that it won't just come to a me too, right?
Yes.
Okay, now let's talk about how do you market and sell your products around, how do you sell to Nigerians?
Okay. So basically for marketing, food. There's this thing about food business that if you can achieve quality, all right, if you can
Okay.
achieve quality, um, your customers will look for you. So the first thing we did is to attain quality. That our products in KHC are food that are of quality. So we don't just use any recipe, we don't just use any ingredients. We make our research, and compare that, okay, this can work and this cannot work. So the first thing we did is to make
Okay.
sure that, oh, quality is of course our first thing above quantity. So quality in KHC, yeah. And then we another marketing strategy we use is to word of mouth, yes, word of mouth and referrals. So we tell our customers, if you can bring two people to come and buy what we sell as a customer, so we'll give you a loyalty card. Do you understand? So we have a loyalty card for our loyal customers that bring referrals to us. So a customer will say, I just sent two of my friends to come and buy from your restaurant. I was like, oh really? Okay, so when next you are coming, we are giving you so discounts on whatever food you're buying. I mean, that was at the inception
Wow.
stage, the conception stage of
Okay.
KFC. Along the line, yes, along the line, it became so large that even customers that come to buy for us, do the they were now into the act of telling the good news of the restaurant. So it all boils down to quality. If whatever product or services you're providing as an entrepreneur is of quality, then the product itself will sell itself.
Okay, this is very good. So it means now that I can also register to be a loyal customer if I invite, to
Yes, yes, of
you
course.
know, okay. Can I do that online? Like, is there a platform where I can register that online and I can just refer a customer to you and then they ask the customer who invited the customer and then
Yes.
okay. That is very good.
So because we discovered that things were becoming we were getting quite a large number of people that we might not really be able to trace. So we're already working on having a platform that can do that.
Okay. This is very, very good. All right. So now, still talking about selling to Nigerians. We know there have been a lot of reports that Nigerians are stubborn. They are this and they are that. And I read the report some times ago, and someone was talking that if someone can capture Nigerian markets in Africa, then they can actually go global. And to be in Lagos also, it's another way of thinking entirely. So how do you cope with competitions around you in your location and also in the food business?
Okay. Thank you very much for that, Oluwale. Like I said earlier, that the first thing you have to consider, yes, before the conception of KHC, we did our visibility studies, all right, in the
Okay.
environment. We wanted to know who were our competitors, what they offer, what are those things that they offer that we can do better or even more than. So of course there was visibility studies, and at every point in time, at intervals, we are always having what we call a check and balance. So we do a spy thing for our communities. I mean, our local brand competitors that are all around us, and see, okay, is there any other thing they are doing? We taste their food, we buy, taste it and see and compare to what we offer. If we need to improve, if we need to, adjust a bit, and then prices as well. Prices as well. There's always we don't want to, because we now provide quality. Now say we want to chase our customers away, to other competitors. So we're always making sure that our prices are in check. We're always checking for, okay, so this particular person sells this type of food for this amount. So we make sure that we are our own competitors. Do you understand what I mean by that? So
Okay.
if
Yes,
we
I
have
understand.
a food for say yes, say for maybe 200, you can't afford that one. Okay, we have another one that you can get for 120 or 150 naira. Do you understand? And then also we
Okay.
get to understand our customers' need. We don't just sell, we understand what exactly it is that they need. So in selling to them, because customers are king, do you understand? They are the ones that keep us in business. So if we are not giving to
Of
them
course.
what they want, before we know it, in the long run, we'll run out of business. So we interrogate our customers, because our customer service delivery is top notch. I think about 2-3 weeks ago, we had a customer service training with our staffs. We invited someone to come train our staffs on how to engage our customers and how to deliver
Wow.
customer
This is
service to
very
them.
good.
Yes, thank you very much. So, because when you employ people, you really need to bring them and align them with the vision and mission of your company. You have to make them understand this is what we stand for, so that they can deliver that particular vision, along the line to customers. So we help our customers. We understand what they need. Of recent, we just launched that was just yesterday. We just launched local dishes. We discovered that people crave for local dishes. I mean, our African dishes, amala, swallow, all types of swallow, and also all sorts of soup. Because when we started, we're basically into jollof rice, fried rice, salad, and the other side dishes that goes with the rice. So we started making local dishes available, because we discovered that our customers will come and say, oh, don't you have amala? Oh, don't you have azide hot, this thing and all of that? So we started planning gradually, and yesterday, eventually, we launched, a local dish part of KHC in Ikorodu. Yes, so we try to understand our customers' needs and align it with our operations. So we don't just wake up a day and do what we like. We are streamlining what we do to align with what our customers want.
Okay, this is very good. So, okay, now let's assume now that if I have 200 naira, can I get a food at KFC like with 200? What will it give me?
Yes. So, sorry, the light just went off at my side. Let me see if I can. Naira. So you can get a meat or an egg for 100 naira as well. Yes.
I couldn't get that very well. Can you come again?
Sorry about that. So I said with 200 naira, you can get a portion of jollof rice at KFC. Then the remaining 100 naira for a protein, maybe meat or egg, you can get that.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So that means that with 100 naira, I can even have a plate of food at KFC.
Definitely you can. Like I said,
that is very...
like I said, the goal is to make affordable food available to all.
Oh, okay. So that is very good.
Even though we have high value customers, do you understand? We have people that they spend money on food. We also have people that whatever you bring, even if it is 200, 100 and 150, we'll make food available. Though we have restrictions. Do you understand? We have restrictions, but then it is very minimal.
Okay, I think that is very reasonable compared with how Lagos is. People know of how everybody knows of how things are expensive in Lagos and all of those things, and it's so amazing that even though in this economy we can still have a plate of food for 100 naira. So in this part where I am, 100 naira, you can't get anything like 100 naira. So I think that is very good. So now I'm very concerned about the future of work. Now for all that we are in the tech aspect, like in the tech world, we know how AI is changing every industry. Name it, medicine and law. Every industry have been touched by the touch of technology, especially AI. So, what do you think the future of work would be for people that are in food business in, let's say, in 50 years to come and in years to come? What do you think the landscape for these new inventions? What do you see to that? How is it going to be?
So for me, especially recently, I've been doing a lot of research on that, particularly on that, so that because the way the world is revolving, you don't want to be left on the side. So I always tend to be proactive more than reactive. So before it happens, we're already there in the future. So based on that, we're already in KHC starting to liaise with our tech consultants in bringing up products that can put us in market, even in the fourth revolution. So I think at some point someone was discussing about how we can start because we have what's it called, a grilling also division where we do shawarma, and then what's it called, shawarma, grilled chicken, grilled turkey. So I was thinking there are some people that they are so very concerned about their hygiene and their nutrition and what they put into their stomach. So the person was telling me that, do we know that we can have an automated machine in our customers' house that can make shawarma for them and all of that, I can help us.
Seriously?
I'm not really a tech person, but if you know that is achievable, why not? I think of course abroad you know of coffee making machines, right? Where you can just go to the machine, just put your coin and then you get your coffee. Do you understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So the possibility of infusing tech into the food business is you can't you can't exhaust it. Do you understand? So you were like, what
Yes.
if we have in KHC a shawarma making machine, and then all our customers have to do is just to put in their coin, and then everything is hygienically produced and all of that. And then our raw materials as well, our raw materials, whereby we can now assess them. We don't even have to go all the way. We can mitigate risk all the way of going through long network of road to get raw materials. A lot of things that AI can do, we just make a face recognition order or something, and you get your raw materials delivered to you to keep the food in business and all of that. So the possibilities are much, and I believe that as we go on in it, as much as you are an envisioner as a business person, if you're a business person, you have to always be able to envision what the future of your business is, so that you'll not be left behind. So research are ongoing, and I know that KHC, we are not limited. Recently, I was still telling my the CEO, and she was saying that, do I know that there is a machine that can help us to know our inventories, so that when materials are missing, we'll be able to denote and say, oh, a pack of this is missing and all of that. So stock keeping and all of those things that can make the business seamless. All these inventions are what we in KHC, we are aligning ourselves with. So we are not trying to be left behind the back.
Okay, I believe this is so good, like so good. This particular future of work topic is something that I'm very passionate about, because I see that many entrepreneurs in Nigeria and in Africa as a whole, they are not mindful of the future of their business. So that is the reason why you see that the average year for a startup in Nigeria is maybe 5 years. After that, it will fold up. And we have a lot of businesses right now that are not bringing any value to the society because they are obsolete. So I believe that every entrepreneur should think deep to see how their business will be relevant in years to come, not just at the moment right now, but also years to come. Right? Since KHC is working on something like that, I believe that automated machine is a very nice idea if you guys can pursue it to see the result of what we come out of it. Now,
I mean, is it a way to reduce environmental hazards, that you don't have pollutions all around, and so we recycle some of the things that some of the materials we use, we recycle them. So we work with them, especially for drinks and cans that customer use. We just pack and then give it out for recycling, because as KHC, we don't want to be the cause of hazard to our environment as well. Yeah.
Okay, that is very good. So how do you fund the business? Like, how do you fund it financially? Do you have investors, or is it family and friends? Is it grants? So what is the source for the funding? How do you come about it?
So a little bit of story. When KHC started with the CEO's NYC savings. Yes. So when she wanted to start, and of course support from family and friends and well-wishers. So when we started, the savings was brought together, as at that time we could only even pay for the rent. We've not even started renovations and there was no money on ground. But with faith, we took that leap up. We took the leap of faith, that step, and then we took the place, we rented the space, and then along the line we started asking for. So we I remember then I churned out support from my close contacts, and then people responded and told them, okay, this is the state of the business. I think I shared pictures of how far we had gone at that point, and then how what we need to cover up for the rest of the things, and people responded. So it started with savings, and that's why I tell people that Yoruba will say of it, John. So do you understand? So, and as we continued, we saw that people began to show interest and say, oh, can I invest in your business? As at the beginning of this year, we had a very major investor, and that was why we could scale up. And so in between now, KHC is scaling up. We have about 2 divisions now. From 2 staffs, we now have about, I think, 6. Yes, 6 staffs in KHC. So yes, of course, investors and the business also funds itself. So from the profit that, of course, when you make your revenue, you separate your running costs from your profits, and then so that everything is not just mixed up. So yes, in a way, the business is also funding itself.
Okay, this is very, very good. This is very, very good. The story for how it got started and how it got funded is, I think, is very amazing. I've come to meet a lot of entrepreneurs, majorly in my line of work, and most of the time, the major thing that they claim that is holding them back is finance. So a lot of people will tell me that they actually need one amount of money to actually start running their particular business, right? But I believe this is an inspiring story, how KHC got to get started, and then from the humble beginning, now 6 stars, and then still growing and producing more value to the society. Now, lastly, I would not want to take the place of you being a Christian out of the picture. I usually talk about entrepreneurship as God wants it, right? So I want to talk about how has your faith helped in your entrepreneurship journey, being a Christian?
That's a very big question, and of course, I know that in between the conversation, you will have heard me talk about taking a leap of faith and believing and all of that. So in all that I do, most especially core areas, business, family, and all of that, I do not take the place of God for granted. So, and I must tell you that KHC is a miracle. What's all for? Okay, so I think by June the business will be 3 years. Yes, June this year, July. And I must tell you, we launched during COVID, during the lockdown, when the lockdown was just trying to, people were just trying to get back to the new normal. So for such business to thrive at that time, the day we launched, our expectations, we went was beyond what we expected. And the Bible says that the expectations of the righteous will definitely not be cut short. So till today, of course, there were obstacles. There were times we had people that wanted to snatch the business. We had competitors that they were trying to breach agreements and a lot, and we went into prayers in agreement, and we prayed, and God came through. So I do not take the place of God for granted. I will tell you that whatever you put your hands into will definitely prosper. That's what the Bible says. And it says that the blessings of the Lord maketh rich and causeth no sorrow. That's Proverbs 10:22. Yes, so whatever it is, as a Christian, I believe in holding God onto it, because he has given me the mandate to take up this mantle. And I'll tell him, God, this is what you're asking me to do. I'm doing it, and I trust you to take perfect control. At every point in time, there were a lot that has happened, but I've always seen God coming through. A lot of people will pass and say, oh, if you see these people that are running this business, are young, they are this, how do they do it? And I'll just tell them, it's God. It's not because we are the best. It's not because we have all the wisdom. We just went all out. And of course, there's a place of advice. There's a place of taking instructions from God. So you pray to him when you want to take delegate decisions about the business. You ask for a go ahead. Should I do it? Should I not do it? You seek counsel. Do you understand? So I don't take the place of God for granted. Yes, and from I can say that from when KHC started to this point, it has been a beautiful journey. Not smooth, but a beautiful one, and full of testimonies.
Okay, that is very good. So can you share with us 2 major principles that you use from the Bible to guide your business? Just share with us 2 of those major principles.
Yes. So I'll take from Isaiah 60 verse 1. It says that I should arise and shine, that my light has come and the glory of God has risen upon me. So I always put KHC when I pray. I put KHC in the middle and say KHC will arise and shine, for the glory of God has risen upon KHC. And then John 10, I think 10:10 or so, that says that this is the confidence that I have in him, that whatever I ask of him, he will do. So I'll say, oh, over KHC, this is what we want. This I will declare it and we'll bring it to existence. We'll call it into existence. And this is the confidence that we have in God, that whatever we ask of him, he will do for us. So, and the Bible says we should ask, Matthew 7:7, and it shall be given unto us. So a lot of verses I cannot even begin to churn out now. Yes.
Like this has been so amazing session with you.
Thank you.
And I really want to thank you for taking the time out to honor this invitation. I believe that one day I'm going to visit the KC. Probably when I visit Ikorodu, definitely I will have to go to KC to see what God is doing there.
Sooner than later, I'm sure we'll open a branch in Akure as well.
Okay, no problem. That is very good.
Yeah.
Okay, so on this stage is part of the target also.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. I wanted to tell you that this video will be online on my YouTube channel. And thank you so much, Miss Dami. And I really
thank you. Well done.
All right. Thank you. So we just call it Annette for now. I believe that we still come to this program again to talk about some major other issues on entrepreneurship. All right, Ma. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Yes. You're welcome. Bye. Okay. So this has been the end of the program. I really appreciate you all for joining this program. We've heard from Miss Dami, and we've seen how she has been creating value at KSC and what they are doing in entrepreneurship in this Nigeria entrepreneurship landscape. So thank you so much for joining this program, everyone. This video is going to be available on this channel and also my YouTube for replay. So you can still go back to this and pick one or two lessons that you've learned from the discussion with Ms. Dami, the product manager at KHC. So thank you so much. Next program will be coming up anytime from now. Stay tuned.